Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we take a look at the starting quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser, the man who hails from Toledo, Ohio, and of course played his college ball at Notre Dame. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Let's get off the field. 58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58.
They'll set up the throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. There to make the grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. Now, I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Kaiser now. Herndon's got it complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Trying to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage? Under a heavy ride rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to put a screen soon.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Kaiser. Throw complete to Herndon. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
They're just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the truck.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 3 bucks. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. What we got? Right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs. But this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Second and 9. Kaiser. And that's Elliott. Complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Nifty footwork at the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little tired.
And that's the last. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A dump off to Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Give Gave him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Deshaun Kaiser making his way out to the huddle. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd and 2. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Kaiser. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
For the right side here, complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll try and run with their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
My name.